Now we get to the blue team, which is visibility. Now each one of these things are just as important as the other. And visibility is to create new opportunities for the community to learn about our ministry. Before you came to this church, you learned about it somehow, right? Okay, maybe it was a friend that invited you. Maybe you looked in the phone book and saw that there was a Nazarene church here. Glory, hallelujah. But many of you actually didn't start out Nazarene. And so in this aspect of the vision, it's ways to create new opportunities to let people know that we're here and that we love them. And so the areas of focus are communication and community interaction. And we have our blue team leaders, Mark and Lori Sharma. Oh, man, that's going to be a good team, isn't it? Are you excited about that team? Woo! All right. And this is what the blue team is going to be up to this year. Here are some possible ideas and some areas. We have the technology area. And I know I'll be helping in some of this as well. But creating a welcome DVD so we can get that over to the new people that are coming into the community. Wouldn't that be nice to have a service and some different communications about who we are as a ministry and give that to people as they come into the community? We're going to update the website. Lori is excited about creating a Facebook page for the church. That should be a fun thing. In fact, I need one because right now I use my personal one, and I think I put more church messages than personal messages on there. And I'm sure people would rather put a church one and, you know, say I'm in the bathroom right now and it smells or something. I don't know. People put the funniest things on Facebook. You know what I mean? But that's what's happening in the technology part. We also have the communication part of this Blue Vision, and it's going to be developing a calendar, which we already have, but even developing it more, and possibly updating our church signage. You know, we're a new church. We want to visibly show that new church name. And number 3, visibility. You know the floats in the middle of winter when no one should be outside for a parade? We're thinking about creating a float for that. Wouldn't that be fun? And there's people that are excited about working on a float and creating a float. We also have many opportunities that we can create some type of booth and have at places like the seed show and different craft shows and farmers markets and different things like that, the county fair, where we can have a booth. Maybe we give away water, maybe we have brochures about our church, but just things that help show the visibility of who we are. And so with that, I'd like to bring up the blue leaders and have them just share about what's on their heart and if they're excited about this blue team, which really sounds kind of fun, doesn't it?
Just by virtue of being the visibility team, we are claiming all of you for our team. Cheers. Our whole idea is that we not be the best kept secret in Moab. We need to get out into the community. Our ministry needs to be outside of the church walls. So to do that, we need to be visible to the community, but we also need to be very aware of what's happening in the community so that we can be a part of it. And that's how we become visible in the community. So we've taken some baby steps. We've been working on our logo. And we have a graphic artist in mind at working on it, and she kind of gave us one, and you see that. And we have some changes. Pastor had some ideas, Josh had some ideas, and so we've kind of sent it back to her, and we're kind of waiting for her next updated version. So that's one of the things that we as a team will work on. And then you're already getting the calendar. Today I also added just some notes about the calendar so we could kind of expand on some of the calendar pieces. But what we'd like to include on here are not just items that are happening in the church, but items that are happening in the community so that we are aware of what's happening and we can become a part of that. So please share things with us so we can add to the calendar. Other things are happening too, Mark. He's already planning the float.
I went through and looked at the seed show, and there were some non-ag booths, so that is a possibility that we can look at for next year. I wanted to, for the county fair this past year, I wanted to set up a food booth, but there already was a youth organization going to sell food, so I kind of let that go because of their idea of, I didn't want to board in on a youth situation, money-raising situation for that, so I let that one kind of go. But we can look at that next year, selling a different type of food also.
Good stuff. Give them a hand. You see that they're wearing blue today. And by coincidence, I was wearing orange, and by coincidence, he was wearing green, and Jason couldn't wear green today. But Josh Raquel didn't even get the message, so don't even worry about them when they come up.